Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the affective domain. So this is video number 2 of my 3-video set looking at CAPS. And what CAPS is, as a quick refresher, is the 4 different learning domains for students in physical education. So what we have is cognitive learning domain, we have the affective learning domain, we have psychomotor, and then we have social. So today, affective. And what affective learning is, it's the emotional side of learning. How a child feels about the thing that they're learning, the subject that they're learning, greatly affects how they learn and what they learn. That means if you, as a teacher, were to point out a child who is doing the wrong motion or wrong skill in front of a class, that could really damage them. And thus, they will now, again, want to perform that skill, whether they're doing it correctly or not. They will now feel self-conscious and thus not learn as effectively. So what we can do as teachers is we can point out great skill in distinct individuals and get a spectrum of students. If you got a star athlete, pick them, but also pick other students. Get distinct skills that students are doing very well and highlight them. That can be a great way to help those students who are not really understanding what you're supposed to be doing without pointing out the negative. So we stick to the positive, and you're going to see a lot better emotional health in your PE class. So with the affective, emotional learning domain, we're going to be looking at volleying. What's volleying, you ask? Let me tell you. Pickleball volleying is when you return the ball without letting it bounce in your court. Ooh, fun. There's some rules around volleying though. There is a distinct place where you cannot volley in the court, the kitchen. In this diagram, you can't volley there. You have to let the ball bounce. If it doesn't bounce, other person wins the point and you gotta reserve. This game is called Volley and Dink. In this game, you have one opponent against one opponent, like found in the diagram, and they are going to volley the ball. And the goal of this game is to volley the ball more than your opponent player. Now, if the ball touches the ground, game's done, or that round is done, point is given to whoever did not let it touch the ground. Start just outside of the kitchen, and then you continuously move your way back once both members have gained a certain amount of points. Very fun. So what you can do to kind of get this game starting small and then working your way out to allow for the most contact with the ball, it's kind of like big kid ping pong, and it's a real blast. So it's a great way to get kids warmed up, get them started, get them having time with just making that contact with the ball. And also, you practice a different motion here. You're practicing an upward motion, so that's important when you're volleying, is that you're keeping the ball up. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the affective. That's all I have for you today, and hope you learned something.